In 1994, Rwanda experienced the worst of times. But 25 years later, Rwanda is rising. So what are some of the lessons that we can learn from Rwanda?
The national dialogue is what we can see, the president talking to the ministers, to the population, and finding out what went wrong.
Umuganda, this is a national activity that we do, literally meaning community work.
To appreciate where Rwanda is today, someone just needs to reflect and see how Rwanda was about 2 decades ago. And there is no place which captures the dark past of Rwanda other than Kigali Genocide Memorial. The final resting place for more than 250,000 victims of the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda. Today, Kigali Genocide Memorial serves as a place for remembrance and learning, lest the Rwandans forget. From Kigali Genocide Memorial, I take a drive through Kigali. The city is notably clean. Mark you, Rwanda was the first country in East Africa to ban non-biodegradable plastics in 2008. But the chairman of Kigali City Council, Atanase Rutabingwa, tells me there is more than just the laws.
It is engaging the people. You may have good laws, but people are not implementing them. Today, you cannot, even if you use our public buses today. One, you have very good buses that have even internet inside the city of Kigali. You go there, you have Wi-Fi, but nobody can even there drink water and drop a bottle there. So that's a culture that they have. You carry your bottle up to the next point or the point of destination, where you're going to find a container where you can always drop whatever you have you think you need to throw away. So it is a culture that people help the government. The government can, even if you have good laws, you cannot enforce them without the cooperation of the people.
Urbanization is a sensitive issue in Kigali, with land and construction costs rising every day and 1 million people living in a very densely populated area. Skyscrapers are changing Kigali's skyline, but the most interesting bit is how some of these megastructures are being constructed. Construction industry in Kigali, Rwanda is booming, and now construction companies are resorting to using waste materials to do the construction. Find out how.
Almost 90% all the raw materials are got locally. Is the straw panel, that is a board, like construction board, that's producing entirely out of wheat and rice straw. So it used to be like waste straw that the farmers used to burn or feed to the cows, but 70% used to be like wastage. So right now we are buying the 70% that used to waste from the farmers, compacting it here in Kigali and producing the straw panels that will be then used for the internal walling partitions. Then the exterior frames, we are doing it out of late gauge steel framings. It's also a sustainable technology of using steel. Instead of using hard form steel, this is cold form steel, very thin, and it will be used as the main structure of the building. But this one here is a school, to be a secondary school. So the 2 blocks that we have started with here for the phase 1 will be the classroom blocks, but then there will be other phases for all the facilities needed for the school. So it will be a very big campus.
Here, the common cement-made walls are being replaced with wheat and rice straw. The concept is being implemented by Strotec, a German company which has entered the market with a bang and gotten the attention of the construction industry in Kigali. I'm now headed to the outskirts of Kigali, and upon reaching this primary school, I'm meant to understand it's time for Omuganda.
So it's a community work that's done by all Rwandans and the friends of Rwanda and the residents of Rwanda. That's always done ideally at every last Saturday of every month. So all Rwandans across the country, right from the president up to the people at the community level, they all participate in their communities. You don't have to travel from one place to another. So it is organized at a community level. You do the work, you do the cleaning, you construct schools like this one been constructing, you construct roads, you do some reparations of a number of stuff, anything that we think needs community help. So that's what we do. And by doing that one, it is mobilizing Rwandans, one, to love their country, two, to participate in the reconstruction of the country after it was destroyed in the 1994 genocide. So we think that today we can save a lot of money by using we Rwandans to do the work that could ordinarily be done by an entrepreneur, a company, and that would cost a lot of money to the government.
Well, and talking of some of the lessons that we can borrow from Rwanda, this is Omuganda, which sees community members come together to participate in development of community projects. It could be cleaning of towns or even building schools such as this.
When you join together in the community work, you join effort with others, and what you can accomplish as an individual becomes less minute than what we collectively work for.
From the outskirts of the city to Kigali Convention Center for Umushyikirano, Rwanda National Dialogue.
Umushyikirano, as a way of having a dialogue on our national issues, it's to broadly discuss our affairs. It's to seek to narrow our differences in understanding of what we have to deal with and how. It's to have as many people contributing to this discussion of the national transformation agenda we have.
In 2018, Umushyikirano focused on transformation of citizens' welfare, and participants included members of parliament, representatives of the Rwandan community abroad, local government, civil society organizations, media, and the diplomatic community. Umushyikirano also provides an ideal platform for the president to respond to matters of national and regional importance. In the last Umushyikirano, President Kagame had to respond to what critics have termed as Rwanda's lack of interest in the region's integration process.
Rwanda to have joined the East African community was our choice, but I think it was also our right. I would tell whoever that it wasn't anybody doing us a favor.
From the hard talk, let's move to something else light but interesting in the streets of Kigali. It's on a Sunday morning, and main connecting roads to traffic in Kigali are closed to encourage people to walk, jog, as well as ride bicycles in the streets.
This exercise happens twice a month. So they call it a car-free day, whereby a certain kind of route, one of the routes is free of cars. So people can do all sorts of exercise. Then we have got a meeting point where we go and do exercises, the gym, what they call the gym tonic. So people of all kinds, children, elderly people, young people, mothers, dads, everybody.
I started embracing this day because it gives me a very good health. When I'm done with this exercise, I feel better. Even my free days, I feel like I'm light. Yeah, so it's really good to come. First of all, it's free. Second, the government is encourage people where you feel like in the road there is a security, no cars, no. Even if the government can embrace such a things in the family, we thought that it is very good to come and to come with the kids, and good enough, they like it so much.
When I finish doing sports, I feel free to go in the road, but when we used to be at home, there was no such space. We used to struggle with time, no playing.